Welcome back, guys. Well, I did it. I sold the 65 Bel Air. Nah, just kidding. It's right here. What do you think? I'm crazy? I wouldn't sell my baby girl. Not a chance. Just giving you a quick update on the car. And, well, there's no videos on it. But I'm getting things ready. It takes a long time to get parts come for this car. And sifting through all the different parts is not easy on websites and trying to figure out what goes with this car, what doesn't. Just to get the clutch for it took me a long time, which I got the clutch. Clutch is installed. Problem I'm having with this car right now is waiting for a shift linkage kit. I guess that's the proper way to say it, is a linkage kit. Because the linkage that was on the car was shot. The springs was bad, the rubbers was bad. She was not shifting right to begin with when I drove her here. And remember, she's 3 on the tree up there, right? So, and when I took the transmission out of her, the old transmission, it all just fell apart. It was all garbage. So I'm waiting on that, waiting on it. What I have for the car so far, I have new universal joint. This in itself took me a long time to get. So I have the new universal. And I have gasket maker because I noticed some of the gaskets, the water pump gasket was leaking a little bit. And so I bought a gasket kit for it. And the drive shaft is right here. Now, this universal in this drive shaft is shot. It's no good. He's all kinds of play. But it didn't matter. I was going to put a new one anyway. I'm going to... so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to sand down the actual drive shaft and I'm going to paint it black. Just to freshen it up a bit, I guess, right? Just sand it down, give it a coat of paint. And, yeah, so for anybody that hasn't seen the 65 Bel Air, this is it right here. This is the car. I have BF Goodrich 14-inch radial tires on it. And for anybody that doesn't know, everything on this car works. In regards to the hood, I don't know what happened, but there was a rust spot right here. And I did a little bit of body work. No dents, nothing like that. Almost like some kind of chemical was spilled on it. But anyway, I fixed it. And unfortunately, I can't paint the car. It's too late in the season for me. And I can't get the temperatures right to paint the car. You know, guys, I'm only in this little garage here, right? And I don't even have my concrete on my floors yet. So, you know, I can't really paint her this year. I have 2 of those thrush turbo mufflers. Well, it's kind of upside down. Let me turn it around for you guys. So, I have 2 of these, the other ones in my house. So, I have thrush turbo mufflers. I have 2 of them. That's what's going on here with those tips, as you can see. So in regards of what's left to do mechanically with the car, I have to bolt up the cross member to each side of the body, and I have to bolt up the transmission mount to the cross member. I have to reinstall the drive shaft and put the new universal joint in it. And then I have to figure something out with the linkage, guys. And I can't find it on the internet nowhere. I've searched for it. There's all kinds of linkage kits, but not for this specific car. That's my issue. So I can't find the linkage kits for this vehicle. That's what's taking me time. I'm going to give it an oil change. And this is the oil I'm going to put in it. It's what's recommended. Other than that, mechanically, there's nothing else to do with the car. It has a new clutch installed. Brakes are, everything are good. Wheel bearings are all good. Everything in the car is good. Obviously, I have to work on this, guys, and I know a lot of you are going to say, what are you doing there? But that's all fiberglass. I'm just going to come across it with good Bondo and then clean it up, and it is what it is. I'll get it look nice for paint. It's the best I can do with it. I couldn't get a part for that if I wanted to, not this piece. Where would I get it to? Here in Newfoundland, Canada. And it won't take me long to finish sanding down this side and fixing all this where I took the trim off of it. This side here I have sanded down. But, you know, so that's really, it's not much for the car to be running. Like I said, all I have to do is just get linkage for it, put the dry shaft in, bolt down the cross member, bolt the transmission to the cross member. Away we go. I can temporarily set up anything technically to just move it around, right? But we'll see how it goes. I'd like to have a place to store it for the winter, but unfortunately I can't find a place to store it. And I right now don't know where I'm going to put it because I need this garage in the wintertime for our taxi cars. And then I want the four-wheeler with the plow to be parked in here for those nights when I got to get out and plow the driveways here, because there's a lot of them. Driveways out there, driveways out there. I mean, there's a lot of plowing that be done here, and I don't want to have to come out in a storm and sit on a bike that's left outside. So I have to figure out somewhere I can put this car to store it for the winter. But before I even do that, I'm going to put the dry shaft in it and fix everything that needs to be done. And that way it'll be drivable. And that'll be okay. And I can't wait because, listen guys, I'm having this thing on the road for the summer. 100% I want it on the road so bad. And yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I know. But it'll be done. That's my little girl's headlights for her Honda Civic. You guys can look at the rebuild that's going on with that car. I got another alternator for it from a scrapyard. I'm hearing a little bit of noise in this pulley, so I'm hoping that this alternator is going to be okay. Her other alternator, this bolt, this was all seized, and this bolt snapped off inside the alternator. It had a broken tail lamp on the rear, so we bought one of them. So yeah, so she has her bumpers up there sanded, and she's going to prime those, and that's another ongoing project. And that car is over right here, sitting with all the bumpers took off, stripped right down. This car is ready for priming, which technically it shouldn't even be sitting out here unprimed, but it's a busy life. So the car is actually just sitting right here. The bodywork's all done, and it just needs primer. Primer, paint, put the bumpers all back on, headlights in, the new tail light in the back, and then that car is actually ready to go. It already has winter tires on it, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to be used this winter. Yeah, things are looking up. We just bought another taxi vehicle, another Dodge Caravan. So that one's going to be going on the road soon. I'm sure you'll see videos. All this is going to be going to the scrapyard. I was thinking it was today, but it's probably going to be tomorrow. So yeah, that's where I'm at with everything right now. And plus, I'm busy. I'm really busy. So, yeah, it's just a little update for you guys. Just a little update on this car. There's a lot of you that watch these videos on this car. And, you know, I'm more excited than anything to get this car running. I can't wait for the winter to pass over. My biggest issue with this car is to store it for the winter. That's my biggest issue because it can't stay in this garage. And that's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. Yeah. It's too bad. But that's it. So what I'm probably going to do is the next video that you'll probably see from me, I'm going to do that dry shaft. I'm going to sand it down and paint it. By the way, I hope the video quality is coming up, getting better. I'm doing this on a GoPro, a newer GoPro. I don't want to give no shout out to what kind it is, but anyway, I'm doing it on a new GoPro, 4K, 60 frames per second, to try to give you guys the best video I can give you guys. It's actually raining here right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. And thanks a lot for all my new subscribers. Thanks a lot for everybody who's been subscribed for a while. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I try to get the videos out pretty constant as much as possible. And yep, you'll see me on the next one when I'm sanding down that drive shaft, because let me just walk you over here just real quick. This drive shaft is in wicked nasty shape, man. And I'm just going to give it a sand down and just give it a quick little paint. You know, I'm going to sand off all that. I'm not going to paint the yoke or anything. I'm just going to sand it down, make it look clean before I put new universal in. And guys, I've had to do that a million times in my life, change universals. And I'm going to use, to sand it down, I'm going to use one of these, just give it a light little sand. And that'll be fine, then I'll be able to paint it. There's Southside Boy style. Hey, I was looking for that battery, guys. That means I wasn't looking very hard. So if you just noticed what I just did there, it's starting to get cold here and I don't want these batteries to stay outside. I'm actually going to put them inside. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to leave me a like over there, a subscribe way over there, and I'll see you on the next one. Southside Boy Styles out.